Greetings, RC Model Geeks. Well, here we are in the shed yet again for part 1 of the Dalmation lady build made by Scen. There we go. So yeah, had a couple of days break after doing the pup, and I was gonna do the 3D P38, but at the moment funds do not allow me to do that. So I'm going to build the Dalmation lady, which is just a 2-channel, 2-meter glider. And we're going to put a power pod on it as well, that we can take on and off, so we can go and fly it from a flat field, or we can take that pod off and we can go and slope saw it or bungee it or whatever we want. So I've got the box open and the plan out here, and I've just been having a look at it, and the first thing that they require that we do is build the centre section of the wing. I've got all of the main parts that are needed out for that centre section here, and I've already given them a quick light sand over, which will make things simpler when it's finished, you know, because it's always difficult to try and sand a wing, especially one with ribs like this. When the whole thing's finished, you end up with like bumps and things like that, which look quite horrible. Yeah, so I'm going to get on and lay this centre section of the wing out. Basically it's a flat centre section with dihedral outer panels. Now this is quite a solid centre wing. I mean, it's got spruce spars. I mean, that's quite a big old spruce spar there. And then it's got another spruce spar there for the rear of it, and then it's got some doublers as well for the spruce spar. So she's going to be quite a strong centre section. So I'm going to get that laid out on the bench. It actually tells you to do it like that and not over the plan. So that's the way we'll do it, because that's the way we like doing it anyway. So I'm going to get it laid out on the bench and I'll come back to you. Right, I've got the main components laid out here, and one of the first things we've got to do is put the doublers, or glue the doublers should I say, onto the spars. So here's our main spar there, and there's a doubler that goes on the front, this one, and there's a doubler that goes on the rear of it here. So we've got to glue those to that main spar, and also the same with this rear spar here. We've got to glue this doubler onto it. As you can see, I've marked all the centres off there and there, so, and on that one as well, there he is. So it's time to mix up some epoxy and glue all those together and get them all nice and strong before we put the ribs in, so we can get it all nice and straight and lined up and clean and beautiful. I forgot to say at the beginning of this video, thanks to Hans Smolders, I think his name is there. He sent us this kit all the way from Holland. Yeah, so that is very wonderful of him. So back with you when I've done some gluing. So we're nipping along quite nicely on this centre section. I've got the main rib structure, 5 centre ribs in, and all glued down, and all this wood is glued down as well. These 2 spars actually sit flush with the top here, and then these centre bits of wood sit in between it. So I had to cut them to the right size and stuff like that. And then I've glued the 5 ribs in. This wing is certainly going to be strong around the centre. That's one hefty spar going out there. Yeah, solid beech or spruce or something. Yeah, very, very strong. So next thing is to start slotting in some of the other ribs which are there. So I'm going to get on with that. My work for the day is pretty much done. One side is completely glued together, which is there. Centre section is all done and glued together. And the right hand side, the ribs are just slotted on there and not glued. I've got the wing fixed down to this straight edge so that we get a nice straight trailing edge. The main spar has got a little bit of a curve in it, so I've just wetted that down along with that other spar there. You can see it's quite dark at the moment because it's wet. I'm hoping that overnight that will just sort of spring into a nice straight line like we've got here. If I release this bit of tape, it'll just ping away slightly. So yeah, that should straighten out overnight, no problems at all. It's mainly because where it's in the workshop here, the wood's started to dry out. So yeah, hopefully we'll get that back into shape by the morning. So there you go. That is part 1 of the Scen Dalmation Lady 2-channel glider build. I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully, for part 2. Thank you for watching Captain Rob's RC Model Geeks. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click that like button. If you want to see more of the same type of videos, don't forget you can subscribe. If you want to support us, you can use PayPal, paypal.me/RC Model Geeks. If you want to contact us, you can email us rcmodelgeeks@gmail.com. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.